never be a memory.
And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. So have you heard the good word? Have you heard the good news? Andrew Yang is going to donate $1 million to families impacted by the coronavirus. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even though he did not become POTUS this time around, he's still looking out for the little person. That's dope. This is dope. So I'm going to get into the story, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on, what he's doing. So, former presidential candidate Andrew Yang's brand new nonprofit plans to contribute more than $1 million to working families impacted by the coronavirus outbreak in New York City and across the country. And he announced this Friday. And the new group he's made is called Humanity Forward, which, obviously is nostalgic of Humanity First. And it's a nonprofit founded by Yang after he suspended his 2020 campaign. And they'll begin sending over $1,000 over the next couple weeks to 1,000 households in New York City's Bronx borough. We figured out very quickly that people are going to need money immediately, and our government should do this, Andrew Yang told CBS in a phone interview on Friday. The fund exists to demonstrate the power of these ideas, so we started giving money out immediately. Yang is no stranger to cash stipends. Before the coronavirus crisis in the U.S., Yang, at the time a presidential candidate, proposed granting every adult monthly payments of $1,000, turning the concept of universal basic income into a household name for many. His presidential campaign launched a Freedom Dividend pilot program to test and promote his policy in December 2019. So, look, I don't know if you've noticed recently, but even Fox News is on board with universal basic income, right? Because it's just become so popular, and it's so now, and people need it so much, especially with the coronavirus devastating families, having people stay home, affecting restaurants, retail, you name it. So this $1,000 a month would give tons of people cushion. And so it's just too popular to overcome, where even the government, even Trump and his cronies are like, we kind of got to do this. We got to do this. They're backed against the wall because the economy is going to suffer. The economy is going to take a huge blow. I actually got into I don't want to say debate because it's not really a debate when I'm correct, but I got into a discussion with somebody, and they didn't think the economy was going to take a blow. They didn't think it was going to be as devastating as what all the smart people are making it out to be. But it is. It's going to take a huge blow because people aren't going to be allowed to go out, and they're not going to have any money to spend. So even Fox News is in favor of the $1,000 a month. And this is actually brought up, and you should see the Fox News reporter kind of cringe, and she's like, it's not socialism. I don't care what you say. It's not socialism. She's like, oh, it's not socialism. Don't call it that. I actually have that clip. Let's take a look.
Health of people, then of course we have to do everything to help for their economic health on the other side.
Weren't we making fun of this, though, when Andrew Yang suggested something like it was socialism?
No, no.
When he was saying send $1,000 to everyone?
No, I mean, there are people who think that universal base income is actually a pretty good idea. I don't think of it as necessary socialism, especially if you look at it in Alaska, how they give back money. But there'll be plenty of time to figure it out. But to Dakin's point, $1,000 for people who really, they're going to need more than that.
I agree. Greg.
So, they've been twisting and turning this whole time their narrative because, when it first happened, Donald Trump was like, this is not a big deal, and he tried to downplay it, and that kind of gave the signal to all, the right-wing commentators to be like, this isn't a big deal. This is a political hoax. This is bullshit. This is blah, 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 blah. Fast forward a couple weeks, and Trump's like, okay, this is a serious thing. And all the rest of the right-wing commentators are like, this is a serious thing. I told you guys this is a serious thing. And now everybody wants that, cash cushion. And at first, so many people were like $1,000 a month. Ugh, isn't that socialism? Like, oh, you guys just want shit for free, free. You guys want everything for free. Now they're like, I'm on board with that. It's not a bad idea, but it's not socialism. We're not calling it socialism. So, I just think this is incredibly interesting. And look, what Yang's doing is going to help out a ton of people. It's going to help out a lot of people. Yang goes on to say, with the closing of all the bars and restaurants and now essentially nail salons and gyms and everything else, New York has tens, even thousands, even hundreds of thousands of service workers who now don't have a source of income. Andrew Yang told CBS News on Friday. And New York is also one of the most densely populated cities in our country. So if there's any place you would want people to have the ability to stay home, to not have to worry about their next grocery money or rent check, where it's going to come from, it would be in New York, in a place like the Bronx. So in an effort to inspire more awareness and giving online, the fund has also pledged $100,000 in micro grants of $250 to $500 distributed directly via social media networks. That's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Clearly, if your neighborhood is struggling, you should help them. But the truth is that some people will be on social media an awful lot because we're all trapped at home. And so if you can find a way for someone to be engaged that's actually productive via social media, either to get help or give help, that struck us as a very positive. So yeah, this is just incredible, and it's so Andrew Yang. I'm not surprised by this at all, and it's incredibly dope. Here's what I was discussing with some people earlier. You got these rich moguls. You got these people like the Bloombergs, like multimillionaires and billionaires, who aren't doing anything like this, right? They're not doing it. I'm gonna check Yang's net worth. Hold on. So. Media outlets have provided several estimates of Yang's net worth, and it's $1 million according to Forbes. And between $834 to $2.4 million according to the Wall Street Journal, and between $3 and $4 million according to Newsweek. So he's in the low millions, right? And so they've estimated his net worth as $1 million. Dope. You got people like Michael Bloomberg and all these other rich moguls, even Tom Steyer, who aren't doing anything like this. They're not doing anything remotely close to this. And it just shows where people's hearts and minds lie, right? Bloomberg threw away $1 kajillion on this run that he wasn't even attempting to become president, really. He just was trying to fuck Bernie Sanders over. $1 kajillion he threw away over this. Can you imagine if he did this? Okay, $1 million. Okay, Yang, you're going to give away $1 million. Tom Steyer, you give $1 million. All these rich moguls and CEOs and whoever, do this. That would be dope. It actually would put you guys in a new light. But they won't. They won't do anything like this because they don't care. They don't care about you. Bloomberg's net worth is $50.1 billion. So stop and think for a second. Let's stop and think. Andrew Yang. Net worth is $1 million. Giving away $1 million. Michael Bloomberg's net worth is $50.1 billion. Not going to do anything like that. Yang showing he cares more for New York than Bloomberg ever did. Jeff Bezos, $113 billion. Not doing anything like this. Tom Steyer, $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. Not doing anything like this. Larry Ellison, $57.6 billion. Not doing anything like this. So this just really shows that Yang's always cared. He's always cared, bro. And that's why he was able to amass such a coalition of people from all different walks of life. And, why there was such a legitimate push to get him to be president of the United States, and why the Yang Gang was so solid. You know what I mean? And though it seems like they've dispersed, you can tell they've dispersed. You can look at statistics. You can look at the analytics. Look at my YouTube analytics. Go back a couple weeks and look at now, and there's a huge difference. So look at the view count. Watch time's still up, but look at the view count. So they've dispersed, right? And I have no I have no doubt that come 2024, they're all going to come back together and coalesce back together. But even though we're in pockets, it's still Yang Gang. It's still Yang Gang. So I just thought that was interesting. Andrew Yang doing what he does best. This is why the dude is a fucking rock star. And he's going to give away a ton of money to people. Now, I was surprised when I heard it was just for New York. I thought it was just like all over the country that he was giving it away. So originally, Yang was talking about it's going to New York, to people in New York. But I'm almost positive that changed to just people in general. When he made his announcement that the Humanity Forward Coronavirus Relief Fund will distribute at least $1 million to those in need during this time of crisis, I believe it's, just for people in general. At one point it was saying New York and the boroughs. So that's good. Because if it was just centered in New York, that still would be good, but everybody needs it. People are commenting all over that Twitter thread. And it's interesting hearing the stories that people have. People are vouching for other people, like, yo, give this to this person. So it's dope. And I love seeing this. I guess I'll leave the video off with Yang talking about the Humanity Forward Coronavirus Relief Fund. If you need that bread, if you need that money, comment on it. Comment on it. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Hello everyone, I hope you're well hearing this at home. The coronavirus crisis has been devastating on so many levels, but right now the first level is that people are running out of money to be able to feed themselves, their family. They're not sure if they're going to have any money coming in for a while, and we can't wait for others to act. We have to act ourselves. So I'm very proud to announce that the Humanity Forward Coronavirus Relief Fund will be launching today, where we will be putting $1 million into the hands of the working poor in New York City and around the country, and we need your help. So if you'd like to join us in helping people that need that help right now and put cash into their hands, 100% of every dollar you donate will go straight to an American who's suffering. So join us, volunteer. We need your help to actually identify the folks that need a hand. And if you need help, go to movehumanityforward.com and let us know. We're going to be giving away micro grants of $250 to $500 so that you and your family can make ends meet. Let's come together, take care of each other, and show that this country will be back on its feet in no time.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the